Hello, in this video I'm going to show you the exec function. So this is another one of those handy little functions that you might use in some kind of edge cases, but you're not going to use all the time. So the exec function takes a string and executes it as if it's a command or a series of commands. So I've already created this function called myFunction. It takes two numbers, n1 and n2. It adds them together and it prints them to the console. So really simple, and most of the time you just call the function like this, myFunction, and you give it some numbers, and you'd hit F5 and it would print it to the console. But let's say you were pulling in the commands that you want to call from an external file or getting the user to input it into a text box or something like that. So you had the data as a string and you wanted to call it from a string. So let's create a string. And in this string we're just going to put myFunction. And again, we'll give it some numbers and semicolon on the end because it's a command and we always have to put a semicolon on the end. So we've got our string now, and that's not really going to do much. If we just write S, it's not going to run that function. I'll hit F5 and it's not doing anything. It's not even giving an error message. So what we have to do to get it to run that function is we have to say we want it to execute this piece of text as if it was a command, and we do that with the exec function. So exec, and we put parentheses there, and then we put our string inside there, and I'm going to hit F5, and if all goes well it should call this function and output the result of 20 plus 30 to the console. There we go, output's 50. Again, it's not a function you're going to find yourself using all the time, but there are edge cases where it might come in handy. I hope you found this useful. If you like this video, click the like button, and if you want to see more like it, click subscribe. Don't forget to check out my Patreon channel as well, where I post videos every month, and I'll see you next time.